Alright, hello everybody. It's time for another vintage cube. Here we go once more. No power, but you know what? I will take a Minsc boon. It's easily one of the best non-power cards in the cube, so happy to start with that. Pretty splashable, so we can be red or green and still play it pretty happily. Ideally, I don't want to double splash it, but yeah. And obviously there are scenarios where we don't play it, but it's a really powerful card, especially if you accelerate it, so it's kind of nice in a green shell if you can get an elf out and then play it on turn 3. Maybe even turn 2 with a Mox or something. It's really, really insane. So let's start with that and we'll see where to go from there. All right. So there's a couple options here, I think. There's Mana Leak, just a really fantastic card. I don't mind being some kind of Temur setup. There's Windswept Heath, because I do want to play Minsc Boo and it's a green fetch. Pretty straightforward. And then lastly, there's something like Wheel of Fortune or Emrakul if you want to try to shoot for more of a combo angle, but I don't think that makes a lot of sense here. This is tough. I think Mana Leak's a really fantastic card, but so is Windswept. I think I'll take Leak. My decks have been lacking interaction lately, so let's take a piece of it and go from there. Interesting. Echo and LED in the same pack. We could take the Echo and try to wheel LED. It happens sometimes. I don't think Echo's gonna wheel. People like that card a bit more, but sometimes LED wheels. Alternatives, there's a Thari, it's another color. I don't love that. It is another cool card to accelerate out though, so there's something to be said for that. It's like Recurring Nightmare, Bitter Triumph, Firebolt are all kind of fine. A couple of green lands, but not really in the color combinations we need. I think I'm going to grab this Echo. There's a chance we don't play it, but if LED wheels, it's already pretty decent, and I don't know, we might be able to do something with it. Alright, here is Fanatic of Runas versus Taiga. I'll probably just take Taiga. Fanatic's not like the best accelerant. Just costing 2 mana is not as good as costing 1, and that's really what it comes down to. I feel like the Shauna's Tidebinder as well. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of blue, so I could stick down the blue path, but I think taking Taiga means Minsc Boo will be a lot more playable. So let's just do that. Ooh, alright. I would love a Steam Vents, but I think Lelia's a little bit too strong. Snapcaster obviously good as well, definitely deserves a mention, but I don't think it's as good as Lelia. And yeah, I'll miss the Steam Vents a bit, but you know, that's fine. Now we have a pretty sick 3 and 4 here. Okay, now I might just take Thundering Falls over Channel. This isn't looking like necessarily a Channel deck. Obviously, you know, I could pick up a random Eldrazi, though. We already saw Emrakul. Decent chance somebody takes that, so we won't be seeing that one, and that's the best combo with Channel. Yeah, so I think I just take one of these, and I think Thundering Falls is better than Hedge Maze. Already passed the green fetch, though yeah, this opens up red fetches to be tricolor. It's hard to say, obviously. I'm just gonna take the Thundering Falls. I don't know. They're pretty functionally similar cards in this spot. Here I might think Fiery Confluence. Let's see, Zagoth Triome is a blue-green land, which is not bad, but I think Fiery Confluence is pretty good. You can wrath the board, you can kill your opponent, you can kill some artifacts, all good things. And now, ooh, I'll take Hexdrink. I was looking at this Bone Crusher because that's a pretty reasonable card to include in your deck, but I think Hexdrink is great, so I'm going to take that one. And all right, we'll take Questing Beast, and it looks like we're just straight Temur mid-range, which is fine. Well, we might just be green-red, honestly. We just have Mana Leak Echo, and this Echo is not even looking particularly good in the deck, so do this. Ooh, Pick Your Poison, I think is a phenomenal card as well. Kills Moxes and things. Flying creatures can actually be a thing. I don't think we need Bayou much, so let's take Pick Your Poison. And yeah, I think this Echo doesn't look like it got there. That's okay. It was a little bit of a speculative pick. The Mana Leak, we'll see. I would like to play it, but obviously it depends a little bit. That one, an Arboreal Grazer. It does accelerate me. It's at a bit of a cost. We also take Othari as a weird splash. I already have some good mid-rangey stuff. You know what? I don't play this card very often. Let's see if it's any good. Flare of Duplication. Versus Goyf. I don't think Goyf will get there, but you never know. I will take a Jite. That's a minimum a sideboard card and maybe main deckable. Doesn't look like a Bazaar deck. Doesn't really look like a Winds of Abandon deck either, but Showdown of the Skull, it's last pick. If I find the fixing, I would splash that. Alright, we'll definitely take Mox Sapphire. Easy pick there, and means the blue's slightly more alive. Maybe we'll wheel a Pyrokinesis out of this pack. That looks like it's about the best thing for us. Pretty weak pack otherwise, but obviously I can't complain. So. Not currently sure about this Grazer and Jite. Both just okay. But I like the rest of what's going on, and obviously having a Mox is pretty sick. Well, sadly, we're not much of a Tolarian Academy deck, I don't think. Just Mox and Jite so far. This looks like more of a Sentinel or Miscalc or Oliphant. Oliphant fetches both of these lands, which is pretty good. Genersense nice too. It's a tough call, honestly. I could see any of these being correct. Sentinel's really good if I find some one-drop accelerants. We just have the Grazer right now, which is like pretty weak, but I might take it because I'm fine with either Lion Cycler, and I'm still at 100% trampling blue, so maybe Miscalc's not quite as good. On the other hand, it's not that hard to find good 3-drops. I'll just take Miscalc. I don't know. I like having interaction. Okay, here's a Renin 6. I don't have any fetches or anything yet, so it's not great. Could also take Smuggler's Copter or Rumble. These both look good in here as well. Copter, I mean, I'm going to have kind of a hard time crewing it right now. And again, it would be helpful to have some elves and stuff. But if I could, it's good. Malevolent Rumble, I mean, this does ramp you while also searching for stuff. I think I'm just going to take this over Smuggler's Copter, which is kind of crazy, honestly, but seems like a good pick in this kind of deck. And there's Escape to the Wilds, it's just a big draw spell. Robber of the Urge could be okay. It's not really what this deck's trying to do, though. So this is another big thing. We're not ramping enough for that. There's Waterlogged Grove is kind of bad fixing. Golos. I don't know about Golos. I feel like I'm going to wheel one of the big cards, so I don't really need to take it here. I get the Chromatic Star. Not really sure what that does for me. Kind of a weak pack for us. I'm just take the land and be kind of sad about it. All right, now we have well, not the most exciting picks here. Subtlety's mediocre because we just don't have that many blue cards. I don't really want to cast a double blue card in this deck. Vengevine doesn't look like it does much. I think Detective's Phoenix, okay. The Bestow is not like the easiest, but it's not impossible. I think at Prime Time, if I find more acceleration, Prime Time becomes decent, but man, some weak packs right now. I take the Phoenix and be sad about it. Alright, I might take Paradise Druid here. Accelerating Minsc and Boom Questing Beast is pretty nice. It fixes your mana. I could also take Spring Harden on Tuco. This card's been decent. We have a lot of legends, though. Not very good with those. And just making a bunch of 1/1s doesn't really look like it does much for us. So let me just grab the Druid here. I really would prefer a 1-drop accelerant over these 2-drop accelerants, but fine. I could take Natural Order here. I don't currently have anything to order out, but it's not impossible that we'll get something down the road. What am I missing out on? Planar Genesis, which is good. It's another ramp spell. And Courser, which I don't think is particularly good. Our chances this wheels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I guess not big. I'll take the Natural Order. We'll see. Alright, it's a pretty easy Volcanic, I think. Don't need a Trinket Mage all that much. Splashing Fire Covenant could be good, but I think I'm just fixing. Volk is obviously great. Love a fetch land, but no, it's happening. Spellseeker gets Secure Poison and my counter spells. That's not great. white cards I can't really play. And the Shoba Brawler is just a 3/3 is, I mean, it's not zero, but it's not great. Could take a Zuran Orb speculatively. I'm gonna speculatively take the Spellseeker. If I get Time Walk or something in my third pack, then it's great. Otherwise, I just don't play it. Alright, a Braid looks good. I need some interaction, and good one. I think Overraging Ravine makes sense. Did we already see a Depths? Quite remember. But I might just take Shieldbreaker anyway. Temple Garden, we have been seeing some white cards I wouldn't mind putting in my deck, but I think I'd rather just have another Artifact Destruction. It probably starts in the sideboard, but that's fine. As expected, both these 5s wield. Which one's better? I guess Nissa, probably. I'm just going to take this because it's respectful that it's here. You know what? I'll take a Tribal Flames. Maybe I play this card. We'll see. Corsair Krufix, also a maybe. Alright, here's our pack 3. No power. It's a Birds of Paradise, which I would very much like. Might be the pick. There's a Verdant Catacombs, which fetches Taiga only, so it's not that good. Sadly, we're going to have to pass the Orcish Bowmasters. I just don't think we can jam that in our deck. Inti's pretty good as well, obviously. But I think I'm just supposed to take birds. It's boring, but it's going to make our deck better, so. Let's do it. What is this pack doing for me? There's a Chariot and a Nadu. Those are both quite good. Hopefully wield this Triome. The Green Suns. I got some 1s and 2s that I can accelerate out and then get a Questing Beast. I don't have any combos with Nadu. I mean, GT kind of. It's a pretty expensive to equip GT a bunch. Can't remember if we've already seen the equipment. Seeker's Chariot's pretty good. And I have multiple 2-drop accelerants, which makes me want the 4 a little bit more than the 3. Plus, Nadu's more likely to wield just 2 colors. So let's take the Chariot. And get a million black cards. Might be a Mind Collapse or a Brainstorm, I guess. I'm going to cut the Grazer. Probably Detective's Phoenix if I can. Corsair's not great, but maybe. Do I need a Mind Collapse? It's not bad. If I get one of my threats out, then having a free removal spell's pretty nice. I think it's better than a Blood Crypt for the black cards I don't have yet. Or a Brainstorm. Brainstorm's okay, but I don't have any shuffles. It's good with Corsair, I guess. Okay, with Rumble. Could use something to smooth out my draws. Maybe this is better. Okay, now we have a Ponder for kind of the same thing as a Once Upon a Time, also pretty good. Burst Lightning. I don't know that we need that as much. We have some decent interaction now. Marsh Flats doesn't really do a lot. I think it's a Crucible deck. Really between Ponder and Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time wheels some out of the time, so I think I'll just take Ponder here. Its natural order doesn't look like it's getting in here at this point. This could be a good Daze deck. I don't think it's a Dragon's Rage deck all that much. Avacyn's Pilgrim's okay as well. There's another accelerant. It's unfortunate that it's a colorless accelerant. I think I'm just gonna take Daze. Alright, now we have Soul Cauldron against Reanimator. Reason Borrower, These random things. Obsidian Charm was fine. Then Bonnie Paul, it's a 6-drop. It does some stuff. I don't think that's quite good enough to play it off of natural order. What am I doing on playables? I have 25 cards, 5 lands. I do need a few more playables. So I can't really take a sideboard card like Soul Cauldron, I don't think. I guess I'll take this Charmaw. Fine. Escape Shift. Not quite what we're looking for. I could play Ledger Shredder. It's okay. I don't think I'm playing a Coveted Jewel. Yeah, it's kind of mediocre, but sure, I'll take a Shredder. I want to be natural ordering a Twiston. Still not really, honestly. I just take Rex Sage here. I have a lot of artifact removal at this point, but it's fine. Alright, now Flame Slash versus another land. I could use some more fixing. I don't have any fetches. Need the Sanctum, I think. Okay, not do wield. We'll definitely slam that pretty happily. Same with the Mind Collapse. Alright. This is doing fine, I think. So I have 6 lands. Yeah, so we already have to make cuts. That's good. I'll probably cut the Ledger Shredder. Not really accomplishing a lot in this deck, as far as I can tell. World. Morphos, why not? I don't think on Shredder. I don't know about this Charma, or I could cut one of these spells. This Tribal Flames is a 2-mana deal 3 sorcery. It's not amazing, but oh, I will take the Absence of Pilgrim with that one. And last pick, Prismatic Omen, unsurprisingly. Alright, let's try and figure this out a little bit. So, if we put the lands off the side for a moment. I do have Birds, Pilgrim, Paradise Druid, Rumble as acceleration, so I could see playing 16 lands as well. A few cantrips. I don't want to get flooded, right? My deck's not actually that expensive. I'm just trying to accelerate out some of these 4s. So cut 1 or 2 cards. Tribal Flames is definitely on the list. Charma is definitely on the list. All the 4s. Like Rex Sage. I like the counters. I think GT is good enough. It's enough decks it gives problems to. I mean, I guess Rex Sage is a consideration because I have a Braid and Fiery Confluence already. But I think it's fine. I guess Courser also. I have like no combos with Courser. Brainstorm's about the only one. I have anything else? Brainstorm, Ponder work with Courser okay. I mean, Lelia to some weird extent. Yeah, it feels like Courser might not be the thing I want. Let's try it like that. Alright, now as far as the mana goes, I think I will go 16 lands. I think that's fine. For our opponent's removal heavy, maybe we'll have to play an extra land because they're going to kill our elves, but I don't want to flood. We're got a pretty even mix. I did manage to avoid double blue at least, so blue's kind of the one we need the least of. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue sources already, so like 2 islands should be fine. 3 would be a bit better. I do want a lot of green. I have green accelerants and stuff, so 1, 2, 3 currently. I want like 6 ideally. And then red, I currently have 1, 2, 3. Want like 4 would be good. How many lines do I get? I get 10. This is 12. Okay, it's not ideal. We're gonna have to make some amount of cuts. Birds and Paradise Druid both tap for any color, so I think keeping a lot of green is relevant. Because that can fix our other colors. Maybe we just cut down to 1 island, 3 mountains. That'll be 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 6 and 6. It's a little tough on the double reds, but I do have, like I said, Birds and Paradise Druid means it's actually 8 of each of those, kind of. All right, we'll give it a go. I just think I need a lot of green. All right, let's see how this goes. I don't hate this deck. It's, you know, it's obviously really fair. We don't have any like insta wins, but we do have a couple of counter spells. We have some ways to remove our opponent's creatures, and we do have some good threats. So hopefully that'll add up to a winning formula. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're on the play. Can we get some accelerants into something else? Well, not so much of the something else, but I will still keep this. We got birds. If they kill the birds, we have a Paradise Druid. And yeah, maybe this GT does something for us. We'll see. I don't hate this hand. Third land would be nice. The threat would be nice. Let's see what our opponent's up to here. Yep, there's 7. Let's go birds. It's the turn. I'll probably just play Paradise Druid regardless of what they do. But we'll see. They're going to Inquisition me. You got lots of choices. I'll play something. Okay, they're worried about the counter spell. That makes sense. They're probably playing Reanimator or something. Oh, Evans's Pilgrim, not the worst draw. As long as we don't get Wrath or something, this means I can play an equip Jite next turn, which is okay. So we'll see how this goes. Uh-oh. Well, if this is a Wrath, then we just lose, but what can you do? Faithless Looting into Reanimate instead. Very good, very good. Yeah, I mean, this is why I play Reanimator as much as I do, because I think the deck's just really good. You can do this kind of stuff. I assume this is some reanimation stuff happening. Obviously, I don't know for sure yet, but given that they took the miscalc, they obviously wanted to resolve something here. Yeah, there's an Archon. I'm not beating that. Alright, well, how can we beat Reanimator? Probably the answer is we just can't. I think we're about as set up as we're gonna be, so let's run it back. Yeah. Oof, it's a lot of red cards for not having any red mana. I guess I'm just hoping this Hex Drinker wins the game. Okay. Yeah, I mean, when your opponent has turn 1, discard spell, turn 2, reanimate Archon, what can you do? Waiting if I want to play Sanctum or Forest first. It kind of makes sense to play Forest first, just in case they have a Wasteland or something, but they also don't look like the kind of deck that would necessarily have a Wasteland, but you never know, right? People, all sorts of crazy stuff in Cube. Wasteland's a card you can just throw into just about any deck, so always something to keep in mind, I think. If they kill this, we're kind of dead, but I don't know. Figure I'll either draw red lands or something relevant at some point, right? I had the Inquisition me they miss. This time they had a Duress. Okay. All right. Pilgrim. Well, that's fine. Hack. Level 1s. Pilgrim. See if we immediately lose the game. Kind of. Gonna be pretty tough. Waterlogged Grove. Great. I will draw a card. Okay. I brainstorm now. I guess I could hit a 1-drop, so sure. At least I had some mountains. I guess that's something. All right, let's go mountain plus Nadu on top, I guess. I guess I probably should put one of these things instead of the mountain on top, but whatever. It's mostly fine. So, okay. Huh? It's looting, yep. There's a Gristlebrand. Yeah, this is not good. Let's go Nadu. Back my opponent. If somehow they don't reanimate this Crystal Brand and just beat me, I get to charm all them next turn. Kind of exciting. And that does at least make removal spells a little bit worse. So something. I fully expect to lose here. You generally play at least against one reanimator deck each draft, and I don't know, they're just, like I said, they're just tough decks to play against. And either hand disruption or interaction on the stack in some way. Card. Raucous Theater. Kill something. Yeah, okay. Kind of a good combo, I suppose. Team Vents. Do you have a reanimate? Okay, it's not a reanimate. Collective Brutality my Pilgrim to then give me a land doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Oh, miscalc. Interesting. I think I still just play the Charmaw. I just want threats in play. And it'll also make the miscalc more effective on future turns. I honestly forgot this only hits non-basics, but you know, they played one, so it's fine. All right, I mean, got a little bit of pressure here. This makes drawing with the Gristlebrand slightly more difficult. Any reanimates that cost life become a bit more difficult. Though they would still probably beat me. Nurturing Beatland. Got it. They're not 8, so it's kind of the turn where they need to do something. I mean, Miscalc, like I said, isn't a hard counter, but Flashback Faithless Looting? Okay, that's a way to go about things. You can't reanimate Gristlebrand, like straight up the card reanimates, so feeling okay with that. I guess I could animate Dead It or something now. Get rid of Inquisition for that. Okay. Yes, Miscalc's looking rough. Oh, this is just lethal though? That works for me. See if they have a removal spell here. Oof, alright, managed to tie it up. Yeah, really wish I had more of a sideboard here. I could play the Tarmogoyf if they're filling their graveyard. Maybe I could Jite. Jite's not really doing much against them anyway. Just play a Tarmogoyf as a big thing. Sure, why not? Braid is also looking kind of mediocre. They don't have small targets or artifacts by the looks of things. I could cut that for something. I could play Detective's Phoenix, another way to be hasty. Like maybe I just want to be faster. Then if they make me discard some stuff, I might be able to bestow it at some point. All right, let's give that a go. Keeping the Rex Sage and the Pick Your Poison because they have some other applications. Pick Your Poison can just straight up kill an Archon or Gristlebrand, which is kind of nice. It's not going to be enough a lot of the time, but some of the time it can be, so. Okay, here we go. We're on the draw. I gotta keep this. The days might do something. Hopefully they'll have their duress slash inquisition for once, but they probably will, because they've had it every game. Oh, they're off leading on green into Chromatic Star. I'm okay with that. Obviously, I'm going to lead on Volcanic, so I have Days as an option if I need it. And then I guess we'll just play a Tarmogoyf. Not the best, but... want a Days Sylvan? No, I don't. think the fact that their life total gets pressured with it is enough of a drawback here. Alright, let's go Taiga, Goyf. Not a great Goyf here. Obviously, I would like to counter Sylvan, but getting to Lelia is really, really important to me, so I don't really want to set myself back a land drop right now. Rather keep the days for something else. We'll see if it does something. Now they're going to Inquisition me. Well, that's certainly going to make the days less effective. It's okay. Assume Lelia's going here. Oh, they took the days. They just have something. Oath? Okay, I was not expecting Oath of Druids. And a hit enchantment removal spell. A Ponder. So I can attack my opponent for 6, put him to 9. Hope they don't oath into anything that has life gain, and then I kill them somehow. I think that's my best bet. We're gonna have double red, so yeah. Gonna go for the kill here. In fact, they've had hand disruption every single time is quite annoying. All right. Field they had. Most of it's bad for me. Crystal Brand certainly isn't great. Voice pretty big now. That's kind of cool. I have any removal for Gristlebrand? I think so. Pick your poison. That's my removal for Gristlebrand. So I can ponder into pick your poison. I mean, I just win, right? It kind of depends what else they have here, I suppose. Or one or oh man, they had the rest now too. I mean, when your opponent just has it all, it's pretty tough. I think it'd take the Tribal Flames. Or the Ponder. Either one's good, I guess. Yeah, the Ponder kind of makes sense. Sure. Yeah, this is a realistic draw that your opponent should have. I mean, nice thing is the Gristle or the Oath is kind of turned off now, although I don't think that helps me much. I think I just hit them with Tribal Flames, and, well, no, I was gonna say I can hope for Fiery Confluence, but they could just attack with a Gristlebrand. Then if they draw off of it, it does something. And if they don't draw off it, I get to just hit them with Tarmogoyf, so... yeah, I mean, I guess that's the plan, I don't know. Take 3. Gotta play to your outs, even if they're not great. But this was a pretty frustrating game. Our opponent having the duress, and it's just... and of course the Oath that we have like 4 ways to remove in our deck. Oh, man. Alright. Still don't think I was supposed to Daze the Sylvan. I don't think that would have improved this game much, but... yeah. Okay. Back. You can't really let them trigger Oath again. Oh, I should have played my land. Big deal. Sure. don't know why they're doing that at this particular moment in time, but I guess they knew what was on top of their deck, so matter much. Yeah, being on the send of Reanimator sure sucks. Seven. We're also just dead next turn, which, you know, isn't ideal. Right, and that's an island. Cool, cool, cool. All right, on to match number 2. Hopefully against a deck that we can compete a bit better with. Okay, here we go. We're on the draw. Have to mulligan a no-lander. Let's see. I see. I don't really want to go to 5 cards. This at least has Brainstorm plus a Scryland, I guess, is going to be the thing. All right. Ugh. I'll put back a mountain. Sure. Plan is going to be turn 1 volcanic, turn 2. Oh, well, at least didn't matter what I did, I suppose. That's good. Oh, man. Billy. Okay. My luck with these vintage cube drafts lately has been something else. Like, I just kind of just want to scoop, but I guess I won't. I just don't know what I can do. Like, I don't have anything of this caliber to compete, so I'm just going to take 1,000,000 damage and then play a 2 or 3 drop. And that'll be that. They're obviously going to have a follow-up. Wow. This is... Yeah, I mean, this is a thing that happens when you play Vintage Cube, I suppose. Okay. Opponent sure had a Black Lotus in their opening hand. Cast this Brainstorm. It's gonna be incredible stuff, let me tell ya. Yeah, these are cards that do things, sure. Wow, look at this sick combo. I get to put this forest in the graveyard. Pretty incredible. This does at least look like a matchup that we might be okay in. It's just our opponent needs to not start on turn 1 Lotus into like 3 creatures. So 7 drop, probably? Sure. Mind Twist. Okay. Yeah, I'll concede now. Okay, playing against green stuff. I think we're pretty okay against green stuff. So yeah, let's just run it back and hope they don't have a Lotus start. That's all I can really hope for there. Okay. This looks fine. And ahead of schedule, Minsc and Boo is exactly the kind of thing that can win games. So let's just, yeah, if they open on Lotus twice, then, you know, it was not meant to be. I wasn't a Lotus. That's good. How much do I care about casting Brainstorm? Not really that much, so I don't think I'm going to play the Waterlogged Grove. Go Mountain and pass. Try to ideally mana leak whatever they do into Minsc and Boo is the plan. It's a channel. Or maybe Billy. Ever-flowing chalice for 1. Yeah, I'll just mana leak it. It's fine. I don't care about it that much, but I'm not going to have another opportunity to use that for a second here, so let's do it. 4. Okay. This counters. I swear to God, if they play Questing Beast here, I'm gonna lose my mind. Obviously, it's never correct to keep the boo back to block, but especially since we haven't seen a Questing Beast. Okay, Sowing Micah Spawn I can live with. That's not nearly as scary as a Questing Beast. Gandhatha Triumph, sure. Okay, I will not be doing that. Thanks. Oh, a Seeker's Chariot? Okay, it's not bad. I can just make a 7/7 boo. I don't need the card draw that much right this second. There's not really a great target to throw this at, so that. Maybe they have a Snuff Out? That is a swamp. Let's go land, Chariot. I'll just play everything. So, Chariot. Some dudes. Or Avacyn's Pilgrim. Alright. Now, even with a Lotus, it's going to be pretty tough to get out of this. Yeah, Birds of Paradise is probably not going to do it. What else you got? Okay. Need to remove Minsc and or Boo to have any shot here. Okay. X Drinker's gonna do it. Clearly have a removal spell that they're holding here, so something to think about. Not be creating any Boo. Mine Collapse. It's fine. Could brainstorm first, but I guess I can just do it in response to anything they try to do. Let me crew the Chariot. Bang. Done. How does mines work? Sex. If it was a hamster, you try. Attack with both of these. Make another cat. Okay. Pass priority. Probably Mind Collapse something here. And I don't think I need to sack a mountain for it. Let's just build this Micah spawn. Sure. Hit with the removal spell. Okay. Down goes Boo. But they're not a one card, so. Trample or haste. None of this has trample or haste. Brainstorm now, I guess. Find. Quick Sage and a bunch of lands. Okay, well, I haven't played a land yet this turn, have I? Not to use. Cat token, Chariot. Okay, so I can mill, I suppose, the forest. Go up, up. Balls. That in my graveyard. And yeah, I don't think there's any reason to sack like a cat to kill a birds or something. It accomplishes a whole lot. Let's just Get a +1 here, make it slightly harder to kill. So I have to deal with the Seeker's Chariot and the cats and the Minsc and Boo. Like, and their last card's a removal spell for Minsc and Boo. They're still losing the game. So I feel okay about this. I think saving the Chariot was definitely important there. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of mana. God for 5. Like an X spell? Is this Green Suns again? Oh, Carbomination. Okay. Sure. Could Brainstorm and a Rex Sage. Yeah, you can Rex Sage my Chariot, I guess. It's annoying. But at least I don't have to draw Rex Sage. That isn't so bad. Okay. Drew a Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, I'll play that one. Go 1. Is fine, sure. Ah, would have liked that Fiery Confluence. It's a shame. Guess I'm taking Paradise Druid because the rest of you don't do anything for me. Okay. Pretty weak, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go plus on Boo. Okay, Paradise Druid. And I want to sack the Grove right away. I guess I might as well. So I'll just tap the Pilgrim. That's fine. Land, alright. I don't have any, like, filtering or anything, right? So keeping the land in hand doesn't do much. And not really. Alright. Weak turn, but we're still okay. I have a 7 loyalty Minsc and Boo. Well, potentially I can just chuck the Boo at something next turn, draw 4 cards. That should be pretty decent. Spring Heart on 2. Oh, wow, that's a combo. Okay. Guess I wish I had the Rex Sage now. Jeez. Wow, are we going to lose this game? Kind of wild. Lately, Mana League Brainstorm. Lately is not too scary here because I can block it, but obviously pretty decent overall that they can do this. They can attack with it next turn if they don't draw land, because throwing that away from their Carbomination is obviously great. Throwing away now I don't think is good because they already played a land. Or a Nissa, which they can't play. Just block it. Okay, let's not do this. Jite. Jite is interesting. Could equip the Boo and attack with Jite. No, that doesn't really do anything. Could equip a cat and attack with Jite. Throw away a cat to trade for like birds plus elves or something like that is not the worst thing ever. Should probably just chuck the Boo at this point. If I find any enchantment removal, it's really good. Let's see. Yeah, pick your poison. I guess pick your poison doesn't even work. Maybe there actually isn't even all that much I can do here. But I don't know. Drawing 4 cards can't be that bad. Let's just do it. boo. Directly for opponent. Wow, those are horrendous draws. Impressive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I have tons of mana. Probably will throw away something to get the GT. Feels worth it. All right. 2. I throw away a cat or a pilgrim. Probably a cat is fine. It's fine. Let's kill birds and elves. It's always not exactly what I need to be doing, but it's okay. And then I'll re-equip this to another cat. In case they attack me, I can chump and get more value. And we were hoping to see not a land, but that's what it is. Get a Questing Beast. That's pretty gross, actually. I just literally can't block it. Nice. I'm gonna be really pissed off if I lose this game, not gonna lie to you. Can't block it. At least the Minsc Boo's alive, but it's still tough. Probably cycle this miscalc. Obsidian Charma. Okay, Flyer's actually kind of nice. Yes. Nissa. What does Nissa do for me? Wait, they're at 5? Oh, I can't -2 the Minsc. Okay, so this turn I gotta just plus it. Play a forest. And then Nissa costs 5, but it gives me a bit of a refund. 1, 2. To keep some red up. I'm just trying to think if I can play both, because I might as well do that. I think I can. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Have the Pilgrim. 4. Forest 5. Untap the forest. 3 for 5. Yeah, sure. Kind of all the same either way. That. This 1, 2, 4. And I guess I'll just tap birds. Destroy this triome. Okay. This stuff has reach. I think I'm just gonna pass though. If they can't kill the Minsc here, then I just win off a flyer plus throw anything. Oh, they have hit a lot of lands. It's honestly impressive. The one time you don't want your opponent to flood, they obviously do. Oh, they hit no. That kills the Minsc and Boo. Still kind of okay, but they can't really attack here because of the GT, yeah. So that wasn't even that bad, but it's obviously not amazing either. Oh, this thing's not an artifact, is it? It's not. Okay, well, let's go GT equip. See how many blockers they have. They have nothing in hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, cancel. I just make a forest into a creature and attack them, right? And that just wins, I think. I will still do this because I can tap that forest anyway. Let me just double check them out. This doesn't count. This always gets through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Avacyn's Pilgrim gets through and I win. 4, 5, 6, 7 ground attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. Yep. All right. If I somehow screwed up the math, I guess that's on me. But I am reasonably sure this is lethal. All right. Oof. Well, time for game number 3. Still hoping for no Lotus. Abomination, Springheart, and Antuco. All right. Yeah, Embereth Shieldbreaker doesn't help with that, so I guess we're just gonna run it back. And that was like a lot of abominations for them to still lose the game. Okay, it's a shame we can't use this Daze, but the Abrade kills something, and then Lele is pretty good, so I'm gonna keep this hand. Drying Island would be kind of nice. Obvious reasons. Opponent Mold, that's something. Hopefully no one-drop Accelerant, and it's a one-drop. Haywire Might. That isn't a one-drop Accelerant, so I don't care about it. Oh, there's the Volcanic. Yeah, I'll just lead on that, guess. It's not highly likely I daze anything, but you never know. Scavenging. They'll probably kill it, though. GT. I see. Um, let's go Taiga. I'm just gonna pass here. I might daze something instead of killing the ooze. Depending on what they do. Oh. Yeah, let's just kill the ooze now. I don't care about them making 1/1s that much. I mean, I don't know that I care about them making scavenging oozes that much either, to be honest. I have this Fiery Confluence to clean up a bunch of 1/1s. So this feels fine. I guess I can trade for Lelia now, which isn't ideal. Should I wait? Actually, might just wait here. Because lately it just trades for these three things, which I'm not sure is that good for me, whereas Fiery Confluence will just kill all of them anyway. And I can potentially still daze something else. Come on, tap one more mana. No, you want to. Oh, it's fine too. Damage. Thundering Falls. Maybe later. Alright, let's go. Fiery Confluence. 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each opponent, destroy target artifact. Sounds good. Artifact. 4. Oh, wait, I just messed that up. Oh, that was really bad. They find the line. Okay, they didn't find the line. That spell only had one target. They could have Haywire Mighted the Chalice, and that wouldn't have killed their other creatures. So. Let's not. That one. That can be countered, right? Good idea. Alright, we might have done it. Might have done it. Oh, my own questing beast. Is that better than Lelia? Probably. Maybe not, actually. Let's just Lelia. Questing beast is the same in any position, whereas this is better now than later. Or rather, it continues to grow, so it's better to do point. We hit a land. I want to play that land. I don't like especially want to take pain, but I guess it turns into a card later, so probably worth it. Right? Brainstorm. I mean, I kind of just want to play Questing Beast pre-combat, so I'm not going to worry about the Brainstorm right now. It is nice to Brainstorm Lelia, though. Finally. Well, that's not as good of one, but that's fine. Just play the Falls here. Surveil. All right. Graveyard. Pass the turn. And I mean, I assume the Crabomination's coming at some point because it's been there every other game. Yeah, it sure is. Okay. Oh, that double pumps Lelia. He's yeah, this isn't really that bad. It's not great, but Lelia is gigantic. That thing's gonna kill a land, sure. Don't really care about that. Oh, pick your poison, sack a flyer? Yeah, that feels like it's pretty good. Should I brainstorm first? Does that work? You play a card this turn. Okay, so pick your poison, kill your flyer, but I'll brainstorm first. There's no real reason not to. Miscalc and Nadu. Guess I want Mox to be on top. Sure. Let's go 1 and 2. Pass this. Each opponent sacks creature flying. Attack you. They have to trade for Questing Beast, which I'm okay with. Go to 2. Go Mox. Land. I think I just play Nadu over Miscalc. Just having two lethal threats in play seems better. They have a lot of mana, so Miscalc's not super likely to do anything anyway. All right. Cool. Managed to win the fair matchup. Our opponent doing their best with Crabomination, but didn't quite get there. That Lotus start was pretty nasty, though. Okay, let's see if we can pull out the 2-1 here. All right, here we go. We're on the play. Oh, okay. I'll take a turn to Lelia. That seems fine. This hand, I guess start with Botanical Sanctum. Hopefully this Birds lives. If it doesn't, well, it'll be a little worse. But it's okay. All right, all right. We're live. Let's go Taiga into Lelia. Don't love that we're up against Swamp, but it's a good start. Mox on top. Mana Leak. Well, I guess if it's not going to be Mox, then it mostly doesn't matter what it is. Be nice to get an untapped land so we can just jam the Chariot next turn. Let's see what happens here. Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. I guess it kills the birds, so that's not... Probably going to keep up Miscalc now. Oh, man. All right, well, let's see if we can hit a land off Lelia or something castable, maybe. Okay, hit a land. It's like minorly awkward. I'm going to play it over Thundering Falls, obviously. I think I just pass. I really don't want to get draw 7'd. This Lelia is something they have to deal with, so... This feels like Time Twister is something they might have here. Attacking would be easy. Alright. Don't mind drawing more lands. I think I'm still going to just not play anything quite yet, because I'm the one with pressure. They have to do something, actually. Jeez. Alright. I love that I've hit every single counter spell here. Sure. I guess now I'll just play the Paradise Druid. It's hexproof, which is something. Very mastermind. Yeah, I don't... do I care about that? I can activate it to make Orcish Bowmasters do stuff. I don't know, that feels pretty beatable. I think I'm fine with it. My damage if they want. No, okay, just nothing. And draw, ponder. They're gonna make a thing, poke me, but that's all fine. It's really slow. Not that worried about it. They can't poke the druids, so... Oh, they hit the Lelia? Can I go for some sort of multi-block here? Oh, I actually hit the Sapphire this time. They want to quad block me. Wait, no, that doesn't even work. That was bigger. Yeah. It's gonna chump. That's fine. Alright, well, I'll definitely play my Mox. Play Thundering Falls, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let me go Thundering Falls. I want more lands. Probably not. Graveyard that one. Let's play a Seeka's Chariot. 1, 2, 4. All right. Oh, and they just conceded. That works for me. So some sort of blue-black controlling deck, I guess. Orcish Bowmasters is a scary one. Can't really do a whole lot about it. Other than the burn I already have in my deck, so to do. Ledger Shredder's kind of interesting. They're likely to be drawing multiple cards, multiple spells. Does anything look bad? I don't think so. I mean, it's hard to know about the Rex Sage right now, but I think I like everything, so let's just put it back. Turn to Lelia, pretty good. All right. Wander, Brainstorm, Druid. Yeah, this looks keepable. I should be able to secure a turn 3 Chariot in this spot. Ugh. Okay. They just kept the mana open for Bowmasters. Would have made turn 1 really awkward, but that's not so bad. I can just ponder. Turn 2, I'm always going to want a Druid. Oh, interesting. I want the Mox, obviously. I don't want everything there, but I guess I'll just draw and play the Mox now, and then put the Miscalc on top. All right. They've got Duress Me. Can Brainstorm in response? If they have Bowmasters, I lose badly, but if not, I can hide some of my stuff. I don't care if they take Tribal Flames. It's going to be a Miscalc. I really want to hide this Asika's Chariot, I think. And I just put myself dead to freaking Bowmasters here. How important is this? Asika's Chariot. Pretty important. All right. Mastermind. That's less bad. It's still slightly. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. I obviously want the Chariot to live, so that down. Don't care about any of the red cards. The Jite looks like it might do something here. So probably let him take Miscalc or Nissa. Yeah. So unfortunately I can just make it miss, but or at least only hit the red cards. Draw a lot of non-creatures there, but that's fine. Okay, sure, you can take Nissa, not a big deal. One. Druid. Next turn we slam the Chariot, and then there, I suppose. Reef. Glad I put the Chariot second, I guess. Still isn't ideal, but getting a little bit pressured here. Four. guess it would be nice to draw a red source at some point. I guess the Paradise Druid is a red source, so if it lives, I can doing stuff with it. Tribal Flames does kill Grief or Fairy Mastermind. That. A million mana open. Excellent, excellent. Oh, a Braid's interesting. Probably just kill the Strix. Try to use this Chariot. They let me attack. They let me attack. That's something. Obtained some amount of value. Just gonna have us draw cards. Is that what's happening here? I'm mostly okay with that. Level up. All right. Would have been nice to draw land instead, but I guess take Malevolent Rumble for now. They know about the miscalc, so it's not like they're gonna just run into it, but having it. Okay, draw. Okay, land's good. Let's go ahead and play it. Chariot. Might as well get in there with the cat, too. Snuff out the chariot. Well, that's not exactly unexpected. Yeah, I'm still gonna get in with the cat. Happy to trade it for either of their creatures, I think. Okay. Play Rumble. Mana drain the Rumble. Okay. A little bit gross. I suppose I can't stop that. And well, I'll just kill this thing now while they're tapped out of blue. Pass the turn, and hopefully they can't do anything too crazy with that mana drain mana. It's only during your turn, right? Yeah, so do anything here. You might have something gigantic. We'll see, I guess. Wow, everybody's playing the Carbomination. All right. Okay, that's fine. You get to Lelia me? It's pretty good, but not the end of the world. Island, sure. It's not blocking. Land's pretty bad. So the question is, do I want to try and block the Lelia or just attack past it? 2 cards in hand. One was probably a counter spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably supposed to play around like Mana Leak and whatnot. I could just pass, hold the Mind Collapse. What are the chances I win going for lethal here? They have 2 cards in hand. If they do anything at all, it's like kind of bad for me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass here. I don't like it, but Malcolm. Do I Mind Collapse the Carbomination now? I guess so. Feels like we're losing. Okay, land Prelalia is really not great, but seems bad for me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I just think we're not winning this game. But it's not completely over yet. It's just mostly over. I'm gonna triple block here just in case they have removal. I don't want to lose to just a random removal spell, so I don't really care if the Paradise Druid gets killed. Obviously, I'd prefer if it didn't, but I think it's just too important that it happens. So down to 9. Not ideal. Talisman bother me too much. And they have more, of course. All right. That'll do it. So they're playing a bit of Reanimator, not unexpected. Yeah. Let's see. Didn't really see targets for Rex Sage, did I? Think so. I guess there was a talisman. A talisman. Just have plenty of artifact removal without it, so I just play something else. I'll try Detective's Phoenix again, or Ledger Shredder. Let's try the Shredder. I don't know, might do something. Alright. Good hand, please. Brainstorm. Hope to hit a green. Turn 2 Pilgrim. Turn 3 Chariot, maybe. If I get Brainstorm locked, though, I just lose. Like, if there's not a green in my top 3, I'm just dead. Green source, do I have like 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reasonably likely there's one there, but then also if they kill the Pilgrim, well, if they kill the Pilgrim, it's not a total disaster as long as draw more lands after. All right, I'm gonna keep this. It's a little risky. I'm not gonna brainstorm right away. I think I can wait. As long as I don't play a Mox or something, I should be able to just brainstorm on my second turn. Or if they like duress me or something. Now I'll brainstorm, I guess. Okay, I hit the forest and the Mox. That's pretty nice. So I don't want them to take Pilgrim. I don't want them to take Mox. I guess those are the 2 I have to put back. Oh, but then I won't draw them both at the same time. But I don't need Mox right away. Kind of interesting. I don't actually have the extra green for the beast. Yeah, I think that's right. Go put this in Pilgrim back. One of these things. I don't know, maybe that's not right, but feels okay. The Cheetah, okay. Hopefully, I don't have a follow up like other way to strip my hand. Do they do? Forest, Pilgrim. I don't know. You guys supposed to let them take the Pilgrim and hide GT plus something? Yeah, of course they have duress also. Ah, that's annoying. Oh, they're on one lander though? I mean, that's something. Forest? Oh no, it's Mox. I knew that. Let's go Mountain Mox. Attack you for one. Yeah, Avacyn's Pilgrim. Tapping for white mana has a drawback. Uh-oh. Talisman. It's not the scariest, but it's not the best that they got their mana. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I have to play this. Extremely awkward, but need to get into play. Yeah, Thought Season Duress are good cards. Suspect we're going to lose to them. You don't really keep a one lander unless you got something going for you, and they've slowed me down enough that whatever they have, they can probably execute now. Yeah. Let's see what they're flashing. Oh, Flashcore Abomination's not really much of a combo. They get one of my cards. They get my Questing Beast if they wanted, but fine. Am I supposed to race or trade? I think I'm supposed to race. They have so many cards in hand. Not really beating the card battle. Obviously, gonna have a removal spell. I'm gonna lose, but draw land, obviously. Flashcore Abomination really shouldn't be this good. And I mean, it really wasn't that good. They effectively used two cards to take my Questing Beast and play it, which is not bad. I guess 2 mana and 2 cards to do that isn't like the worst deal. But as far as Flash goes, it's not the best. It's really the follow-up here. The fact they've now unlocked mana means they're going to keep doing stuff and I'm not, because, yeah, I've just drawn mostly lands. I think I did tuck incorrectly with the Brainstorm. Thinking back on it, the Pilgrim wasn't actually that important. I'm just losing the race. I'm going to draw land. That's how this cube has gone for me. It's true. Well, that at least can't get pinged, I suppose. My land, whatever. Alright, I assume I lose here. Yeah, I should have left the Pilgrim in my hand, just hidden the Mox and either the Jite or the Chariot. Both would have been good. Just dead to this. Forest, naturally. Pretty dead. I don't think there's any single card in our deck that can really get us out of this. Oh, they attacked with the Strix. I think I'm actually not going to block now. Maybe they have a ninja, whatever, but like I can't beat things, so I might as well not play around them. And now if I draw a burn spell, if they don't have a flyer here, oh, sure. Wasn't beating basically anything, so. Another 1 and 2, really unfortunate. My last several cube drafts have gone really badly, and I don't know. I feel like I'm just getting a little bit unlucky. This deck, as we saw, had some ways to have some pretty powerful stars, but just did not work out most of the time. But that'll do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed anyway. If you did, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the good YouTube buttons. They do help me out and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.